Hey there, everybody. This is Matt from Texas Bee Services, and I wanted to share this video with you guys. We had a phone call the other day from a gentleman in North Austin. He had a bunch of bees in his water meter, and apparently, for some reason, the meter reader wasn't too excited about checking the meter while they were still there. So we went out to the property to take a look. We get a good number of these requests every year, and it's always fun removing bees from water meters because, unlike pulling them from inside a wall or a roof, they really aren't that many places they can run to. So you pretty much end up getting the entire colony, minus the foragers that are out looking for pollen or nectar. So as you can see, this was not too large of a colony. What you're seeing here is a colony of about 8 to 12,000 bees. A full colony in a managed hive is can easily get to 40 or 50,000 bees. So this isn't too big of a deal. One thing that's kind of interesting is when we look for when the bees are looking for places to move into, they're very aware of a whole lot of factors, and they're taking all of these factors into consideration when collectively deciding where to move into. And interestingly enough, water meters are a great option for a whole lot of reasons. For instance, inside that water meter, the earth is basically acting as like a thermal insulator. The meter boxes stay nice and cool during the hot Texas summer days and stay nice and warm during the chilly nights. So it makes it a lot easier for those bees to keep a constant temperature. And most importantly, though, they're cavity nesters. They look for enclosed spaces that are roughly 20 to 40 liters in volume, and that meter box makes a perfect home that fits those requirements. So, whenever I'm vacuuming up these bees, which by the way is a very safe process, I am always looking for where that queen is. I kind of always have one eye towards the queen, just making sure, because if I can get that queen, I know that I am going to be able to save that colony. There's no question about it. But if I don't get the queen, then it makes it a lot more difficult. A lot of times, especially with these relocations, that queen is not going to, the colony is not going to survive. So as you can see right here, as I was vacuuming, I spotted her, so I went and grabbed her, and then I thought, oh my goodness, where did I put my queen clip? And I thought at first it was out in my truck, so I ran out to my truck, and then I realized, wait a second, it's not my truck, it's on top of my bee vac. So I ran back to my bee vac, and there it is. And so I popped the queen right back inside that queen clip. She's going to be nice and safe inside there, and the workers are going to keep her nice and warm, keep her nice and fed, while I do the rest of the vacuuming. So it doesn't take too much time, and once again, this vacuuming process is very safe. It's doesn't hurt them at all. They have a nice exoskeleton, so they very few fatalities as they're coming into that BVAC. Okay, so once again, we took these back to our Taylor apiary where we care for them, and here I'm just checking on the queen to make sure she's still safe and healthy and happy. And these bees are extremely gentle, so there's no problem working with them at all. I dumped a good number of the bees on top of the hive so I can get that initial group over there into the hive so that they can take care of the queen. However, the last bit of bees, as you can see here in a second, I basically dumped them directly in front of the hive. The reason I do that is because I don't want to put a bunch of garbage and debris that I sucked up into the vacuum into the hive. You can see there's still some bees in there, so I just basically dump them right there in front of the hive, and knock off the entrance reducer in the process. But yeah, like I said, that way they don't have to do extra cleanup work, and it makes life easier for them. So it's kind of why I do it that way. But just as a reminder, if you see a swarm or a colony inside a house or a water meter or anywhere else, please contact a beekeeper so we can go out there and save them. We don't want to kill these colonies. Colony loss is becoming more and more of an issue, so we want to do everything we can to save as many of these as possible. So thanks for watching, and y'all have a wonderful day.